So I was just linked to the newly released teaser trailer for TS Project. This was an MMO that I covered back in February 2022. At that juncture, there was no trailer footage, there was no in-game footage whatsoever. There was essentially no information pertaining to the game in any capacity. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment here to thank all of the absolute chads and chadettes that support this channel via Patreon. You're all freaking legends. Seriously, each and every single one of you. I would offer to give each of you a kiss, but I suffer from severe intimacy issues. Additionally, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest MMO gacha and gaming news, take a second here to follow MRSSSTIX and I over on Twitter. We tweet daily. Now, as of today, September 5th, there has been a teaser trailer for TS Project, which is described as a super large MMORPG currently under development utilizing Unreal Engine 5. They have, interestingly enough, disabled comments, which is never a good sign, but this is supposedly featuring full in-game graphics captured on PC. And we are going to go ahead and take a look at the trailer first, and then we're going to look at what information was revealed alongside the trailer. I've never heard of Game Tales. I do want to note though, her walking animation is very stiff. She looks almost like she's gliding across the ground. But the character model herself, oh, man, Korea, dude, they come up with some absolutely incredible looking characters in their games. So I'm guessing what this is trying to express is that it is going to have seasonal weather changes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that is probably the dumbest trailer I've ever seen to advertise an MMORPG. Now, back in February, we only had 2 different images released for the game. These images in specific were used as advertising material. We had Arisia, the healer/sorceress, and then we had Silky Ra, the hunter/assassin. Now, there are 2 different websites that are currently covering TS Project. We're going to take a look at both of them, see if we can kind of compile information and get a rough gauge of what platforms this is launching onto, what kind of game it's going to be, what kind of combat it's going to use. So according to Technosteria, Studio Game Tales has finally published the first gameplay video in a long time dedicated to the MMORPG under the working title TS Project. It allows us to evaluate the graphics of the game, which, you know, the character model looked really good. The walking animation looked terrible on the Unreal Engine 5 engine, which has changed significantly when compared to the 2017 demo. This was announced back in 2017, so this had a functional demo 5 years ago. Wow. The picture became more detailed and beautiful, but at the same time lost its cartoonish anime style. The video itself is recorded on a PC and shows a fantasy city. No, that looked like a basic like medieval city, as well as seasonal changes in the open world. TS Project is an MMORPG based on 4 of Jung Sung Hwan's original novels, including Silent Tale and Hollow Knight. The game will tell the story of heroes from another dimension who went to the Myers-Sotis continent to restore peace to this place. Developers promise to reveal details later. TS Project is a cross-platform MMO. That makes a lot more sense now. Because if this were releasing exclusively on a PC, A, I'm sure they would have shown the UI because they purposefully omitted the UI in its entirety, and B, this kind of felt like a mobile game. The release date has not yet been determined. Now let's see what MMO culture has to say about it. I notice immediately that it says it is going to contain blockchain. Why though? Why though? Why? Why does every new Asian MMO need to contain a blockchain? You are literally immediately destroying any potential your game would have had. These developers are fucking idiots. As mentioned previously, TS Project Stories, written by Game Tales CEO himself. I'm not sure why he wouldn't hire writers to write the game, but apparently he values his own talents and abilities above professionals. He published several novels and worked on scenarios and quests for games such as Eco Tactics Online, Cabal Online. Admittedly, Cabal Online was actually a kind of fun game, and Terra Hero. I believe Terra Hero was the Terra mobile game that shut down, what, months after launching? Unfortunately, while the development team boasts of many industry veterans, TS Project will be built with blockchain and NFT technologies. So, guys, we have this brand new MMO. The MMO has great looking character models. It has really bad character animations. They hid the UI because they don't want people to know how shit it looks, and it is going to be built not only for mobile first and then ported to PC to take advantage of idiots like you and me, but it is going to have a sole and complete focus around blockchain and NFTs. Seriously, fuck Game Tales and fuck Game Tales' CEO. This trash is never going to take off, and I cannot wait for this blockchain NFT crypto fad to die off. Now, if this looked like something that you might have been interested in, and you're thinking to yourself, man, I wish I had a new MMO to play, then I have a video on screen right now with all of the remaining MMOs slated to come out this year in 2022, or alternatively, I have a video on screen detailing the most populated gacha games in 2022, the gacha games that everyone else is playing and that do not actually have NFTs, blockchain, or any type of crypto built into them.